Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond, welcome to our stream number 117 on the 2nd of March 2022. It is Wednesday, it is a new day, and as always, all days are coming with new information and new things. We started yesterday with thinking about an idea, thinking about doing something right away, right now. Try to help, yes, in the Ukraine, but maybe in future not just there. We are going to start and think about something like a map, which we are going to continue today. A map which is going to show the dangerous situations on specific areas. Why I think that is important, why I think that this may matter is, oh, now we can see my income, but this is not important. What is important about that, I think, is that if we are going to create a map which is going to be able to show quite up to date what is going on in specific places, then we can provide people the opportunity to decide and make better decisions. Decisions about, shall I stay in shelter or shall I go somewhere else? Shall I prefer to go, for example, to the border of Poland, for example, Slovakia, Hungary, or Romania, so that I and my family are going to be then not in danger anymore, right? Because bombings and military actions are happening. It's not always easy to decide, is it better now to go or is it better to stay? To stay in places like bunkers and places where which are providing shelter. I think I have had somewhere a map which is also showing some shelter possibilities, but maybe I will find it. Wally, hello. How great to see you here. Thank you very much that you're again here with us. And thank you very much for the raid. Wow, Runa, thank you very much. Great to see you back online. I think you haven't streamed for a while as well, and thank you for everyone who is coming in, and I hope you're having a good day. I hope, Runa, your wrist is already better. You have almost every day? No, really? I haven't seen your stream for 5 days. Or was it maybe... I took a look yesterday and I did not see one. Wayotas, hello there. Thank you for the raid. Thank you that you're here with us now from Runa. What did you do with Runa together with Runa? Alright, let's see. By the way, we are talking about possibilities to maybe help right away in situations like in Ukraine with maybe some kind of an app or anything that can provide information to people and see them on the map right away. Voitas writes, we beat everybody in Valorant. You did? Congratulations to that. I was watching streams when Runa was starting to stream Valorant and to play Valorant, and it was a hard start, but I already saw their very, very good moves and improvements. Runa writes, we totally won the game. Congratulations, that's awesome. I'm sure it wasn't a 13-0 to us. Really? 13-0? That is amazing. I'm very glad to hear that you are improving so much. That is awesome. That's very great. So you like Valorant? Is it more interesting than Counter-Strike? All right. So what I want to think about today is I would simply like to try to use some information which are on different channels about things which are going on in the Ukraine. And by that, trying to simply manually put in information and to see if it is really helpful, actually, and if it's not, how different should it be so that it's going to be helpful. Wojtas writes, CSGO is a lot better, or bigger than Valorant. Every day, any day. It's always better. And Runa said, yes. So, Runa, you like it. Or you like it, or is it better? That's the question. Alright, so while I was offline, I was actually trying to take a look what we can do, different things which are going on. So like real information which I get from different sources about things which are going on. We were yesterday thinking about possibilities to write if it is safe or if it not safe. That is already something that I'm still not sure what it means. I mean, does it mean is it safe now? But then we would have to update that every time. Actually, preferably every second or every minute. Oh my god, the stream elements thing. Why is it again showing up the rate thing? I don't understand it. It's gone everywhere. I erased it everywhere, but it's still showing up. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I'm going to time out the stream elements thing again. No idea where it is coming up. Runa has written, I like Valorant more, but someone likes CS more. Yes, like Wojtas, obviously. Runa writes, you rate, I should test it out. And a nice promo code. Don't, it's not working anymore. You don't have to try it. It's not working anymore. R5 TW1. Somehow I would like to call you Red 1. Red 1. So you prefer CSGO. Why is that? Because it's kind of more realistic? R5 is fine? Alright, awesome. R5. Great that you're here with us. Thank you. R5 writes, Valorant's abilities just make it a mess for me. I understand, yes. And they are really deciding. They're not just like a little bit improving the character, but they're really changing the game, right? Which is, in a way, also interesting, like tactical choices. All right. So by the way, we were also thinking yesterday about two other layers or two other topics. Topics about things that people need, for example. So maybe something like food, for example, or water that they can put that in. And also otherwise people who can provide something like accommodation or something like that. Oh, interesting. I have a déjà vu right now. R5 writes, I don't mind games adding elements that making things harder or more competitive, but just kind of jumbles it for me. Oh. Void writes, nothing like holding an angle and seeing 3 different kinds of flashes. 2 walls, one of which does damage to you, and smokes that also damage you. Yeah, because there's really a lot going on. I can remember there's like circle balls which are actually almost all over the place, right? And smoke grenades and smoke abilities and flashes, right? So this is definitely a lot less in CSGO, right? Asya, hello there. Yes, deja vu. Strangely, deja vu appeared right now. A5 writes, I'm just of the mindset Britain should be helping out a lot more. Feels like we abandoning Ukraine and just watching them suffer. Well, I think if you take a step back, and thinking about the situation, it becomes quite obvious what the reasons of the 2, or let's say 3 parties are. Ukraine wants to be Ukraine. The West, and I will take a look to the far West, they do have some things that they want. They don't want Putin, because Putin does things which are not in control, especially against the US, but also, as we can see, this just horrific and unbelievably stupid thing to do, starting a war. It is the peak of stupidity to start a war. It is actually the peak of human stupidity and inhumanities at all. So the West is using Ukraine. If you want to admit it or not, it is using Ukraine to get rid of Putin. That is definitely an aim and a goal. And Putin, yes, he thinks he is doing the right thing to defend, in a way, Russia, but it's obviously the most stupidest thing what could have happened. So, but we're actually not... I'm not trying to focus on those matters. I'm not trying to focus to blame the one side or the other side. I'm just on one side. I'm on the side of human lives. I don't want that human lives are going to be lost. I want to help as much as possible to simply save lives in a way. That is what I'm focusing on. Oh, almost me. Long time no see. It's again almost me with us. Hello there, great to see you. R5 writes, I'm not against Russia or Russia's people, and I always say, wouldn't surprise me if America and Britain set things in motion to suit them. I'm not blaming one side or the other. Yeah, same. I just don't want Ukraine's citizens suffering. Yeah, and Russian soldiers that won't fight, and then they don't want to fight. There's no. I don't think there's any one Russian soldier who wanted to fight at the beginning of the war. But now it's getting more difficult. Now they see how their friends and comrades are dying. Now it's starting to get peaked up with emotions on both sides. And that is the dangerous thing and what is really frustrating. Because of course, now the emotions are at such a peak. Every side starting to blame more and more each other, because of course it was started by Putin, but yeah, well, it's just a crazy situation. That's why I'm trying to think what could be helpful right away. Of course, it would be great if we would have an idea how to stop it as fast as possible. But this is getting a little bit more difficult, maybe even. I mean, if all the Western countries would say absolutely stopping everything what has to do with Russia, I think this war is not going to be very long, but it could potentially be the risk that Russia starts to more aggressive. But I don't think so, actually, because there are some things about Putin that I don't think he really, even in his mind, is going up. And this is about nuclear war, is something that is not possible, I think, even in his mind. Wojtas writes, they're being told they're liberating Ukraine. They're glad to fight. That's in a way, but I mean, I was living in Russia for a while. Also have a lot of, even have family in Russia. It's not like 100% of the people think what Putin is saying is right. No one of the young people especially wants to fight. They hope, maybe they were hoping that they are really doing something good, liberating something. They were hoping that it is maybe something like in Crimea, where it really was very fast, and because of that, it was not. It did not felt wrong, because it was moving very smoothly, and the Crimean people, many were really happy about that. Also, we have to say about Donetsk, because I don't understand why he attacked actually the whole Ukraine. If he would do something like in Crimea, like going here, it would potentially even be really helpful to those places, because there is war here as for 8 years already as well, right? We should not forget that. And by saying Russia is going to protect that, it would have stopped the conflict for a moment there. But it is so unbelievably not understandable why he is attacking the whole Ukraine. It's just crazy. But anyway, I was now getting focused too much on not trying to help, but to understand, maybe. Wojtas writes, according to what Putin tells them, Ukraine is oppressed by Nazis, yes, and corrupt government that has to be terminated. And yeah, there are people who don't believe in Russia, but people who do still support it. Yes. We should not forget that there's a very big topic about patriotism in Russia, and even though they maybe not believe what Putin is saying about Ukraine, there is such big patriotism about Russia that they still would fight for that. Wojtas writes, and the corrupt government isn't that far-fetched. Ukraine had probably the most corrupt government just about 8 years ago. Yes. Maybe as corrupt as in Russia. We have to say that as well. It's true, but it's still I think we all agree, it still doesn't matter. It is still there's still absolutely no right thought about starting a war. I think this is something that we all can agree. Asa, yes. The world and light. So what do you think, friends? That's my thoughts about why I just would love as much as I can to help all the people affected by that. And when I was thinking about being in the situation, like if I am in Kiev right away, if I am there at the moment, shall I go out? Shall I go outside, or should I prefer to stay in my more or less safe place? And this all comes to the point that we simply need information, and there are still, I mean, 99% are still in Ukraine of the Ukrainians. And if you think about the possibility that everyone with a mobile phone while there is still a connection, is being able actually to say if it is safe at the moment or not. Yes, you're right. R5 at the moment in Kiev, especially, they are under law. There are just sometimes some narrow time frames where they can go out and really get more food, for example, and water. Yes, as Wojtas writes. Yes, exactly. Especially in Kiev. In other parts, it is of course different, but Kiev is under very big military pressure at the moment. I think I do have other maps which are not created by me, which can show that. Yeah, this is quite at 28th of February, so not 4 or 5 days ago. Wojtas writes, there's a guy on YouTube, Lord Miles, who traveled to Ukraine from England as soon as war started. He streams from there. That's a very good information. I'm going to write that down. Because probably we are going to need as much as information we can get from every different source that we can get. And yes, even Russian sources, which are not so easy to get at the moment. I don't understand this promotion link. Why is that still showing up? I really don't. So sorry for that, guys, that there's showing this this link always. All right, what was the name? The name was Lord Miles. Let's write it down. Information sources. YouTube. Lord Miles. I'm going to take a look on that the next time. He travels from Kiev to other cities using the metro tunnels. But I assume the metro itself is not working, so he's going there by foot. The guy is pretty funny. Most of it is humorous. That is good. I mean, that is exactly the thing. It doesn't help no one if we are going to start to get depressed and trying to just feel how really dangerous everything is, especially for the people right there. But it is very useful, very important to stay and feel that life still can be good, and humor and humorous things are one key element of that. So Telegram, by the way, is something that I can see very actual information from Ukraine, which is in part of Ukraine, in Ukrainian, but interestingly, I can understand Ukrainian more or less because of my Russian skills. It's very close to each other. What? Oh, he is walking. Wow, that is very interesting. Isn't it strange how some games are becoming real in a way? Some like Metro. If I'm thinking about that, it's just crazy in a way. Wojtas writes, just 4 hours ago he was in the tunnels walking to Kharkiv. Oh, that is very problematic at the moment. If you can see, Kharkiv is something that I also trying to It was from yesterday. There was a clip of bombings close to the airport. Oh, and Almost Me writes, now when all people... Oh, wait. It's too fast. It is very difficult situation with very sticky things. The main problem is elder huge historical clashes within Ukrainians, Russians and Russian people in Ukraine. All time I have lived in Ukraine. Oh yeah, by the way, sorry, Almost Me, I totally forgot about that. I thought somehow you were more from the north. All time I have lived in Ukraine. I remember clash with left coast and right coast. Really? Ukraine that had different point of views to almost all things. Include states activity. Okay. White writes, I think he was in the tunnels only to avoid shelling. R5 writes, Belarus is also Russian. No? Meaning White Russia itself. Yeah, I mean, in a way, that's the most strange thing. If we are going back in a specific timeline, we are all just humans, right? We are all in a way very close to each other. And of course, Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan are very, very close, especially of the UdSSR times. Almost Me writes more, that's why I wasn't saying yet. Now, when all people in the social angers to each other, I think there is no hope to restore slavery and friendship. Yeah. Even if violations stop formally to all directions, people can't live in peace any longer. That is something I was really thinking about as well. It is very difficult now to go back, because with every day passing by, with every human life lost, the borders between the people are going to be more stressed, going to be more dangerous, going to be more of hate than of hope. Because we should not forget, at the moment, Ukrainians kill Russians, Russians kill Ukrainians. Humans are killing humans, but it's just going to get worse. White House writes, probably didn't walk inside of them entire way, but I'm not sure. White House writes about, how was his name? Miles something? Lord Miles, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of bombing, that's why he decided to walk that way. That's good. That's a good decision. R5 writes, same like British, Germany and Viking countries, and the Latin countries, Spain, Italy, France, and so on. Yeah. That is exactly the thing. I mean, what is Germany? What is Britain? It is... If you're taking a look back in history, it has never been exactly the way it is right now. But even more important, what is any country? It doesn't matter which country, without the people who are living there. A country is just the people who are living there. It doesn't matter actually about the land, more or less. It's just about the people. It's about lives. That is the most important thing. I mean, you can feel any connection to any country you want. I mean, I was born in Kazakhstan. I lived in Russia. I'm living now in Germany. I can't say that I'm very German, that I'm Kazakh, that I'm Russian. I'm just me. And I don't want that people are killing each other. I don't know if that is something I want too much. Especially in so stupid situations when people, I mean maybe one people or two are deciding something and many people have to do it because it's so difficult to not do it. The consequences to not go to war into Ukraine for every little soldier is very hard. As for the Ukrainians to say, no, we're just leaving our country, our home, absolutely amazingly hard, very hard. And that is the thing. That is the thing. That's the thing. So almost me. May I ask you, are you? But at the moment you are safe, right? Are you at the moment more or less safe? Is it okay if I ask you that? R5 writes, I like the meme. A man calls the ape dumb. The ape replies, man is the only species paying to live on the planet. Yeah. That's also a point. That's also a point. Paying in a world which is not endless. Alright, so I don't know if Almost Me is still with us, but I hope he's fine. Yeah, Almost Me, I don't sure there are safe places in this fragile world. It's an answer which I can totally agree to. I mean, there is no absolutely safe place. That is absolutely true. So that's why I was trying to ask, is it relatively safe at the moment? I mean, I don't know where exactly you are, but we can agree on that places where both militaries are confronting each other, it's more dangerous than on the other places at the moment. This is exactly what the map shall help with in a way. So if we can... Almost Me, actually that is maybe really a question to you. Do you think a map which would show the events almost in real time, if possible, that this could help for people to make decisions, or is it at least helpful at all to get information exactly about places, right? If there would be people who would make clips or pictures and say at the moment it's safe, then it's maybe easier to decide for someone who is in Kharkiv that he can go this route or another route. What do you think about that? Is that helpful at all? I mean, at the moment it is not clear yet how exactly it would look like, right? Because it is, of course, I'm just thinking at the moment. But as you can see, here are things that you can click on. You can see what was going on, when it was going on, and then go to the source maybe if you want, so that you can make a decision if it is. So maybe, let's say you are here, that you then know you should not go to the airport. But of course, if you would be there, you would hear that and see that as well. But maybe not from this position. Almost Me writes, it hugely depends on the information, but there are no sources to trust truly, I think. Absolutely. Absolutely true. That is why I would like to get as many information actually about one place as well. But you would agree that if there are something like obvious things going on, which people are recording, especially if it would be possible to get their geolocation as well, but then it is at least an information which is connected directly to a place. But absolutely right, I totally agree. At the moment you are not sure what is really going on or not. This is why it would be very helpful if there would be not just one clip of the place, but already 3 people who would clip the same, it would be more obvious that it is maybe right? Because it would be a project of everyone. Everyone could upload his clip of the place. That's why I'm going to try further to get information and try to pinpoint them to a place and to understand myself as well, if it is really helping or not. I'm not sure yet as well. I mean, in best case scenario, I would think about something like an app, which on one side, where you can simply upload an information saying it is at the moment not safe, for example, and that people who are maybe close to that place or are like signed up to get information about specific places, then they would get a notification about that. This is maybe something I'm thinking about ultimately. So like, even if you're moving, if you're getting the information close by, then you would get video clips or something right away and see where it is exactly. Wait, sorry that I'm scrolling so much. But I'm just thinking at the moment while I'm scrolling as well. Almost me, by the way. If there is something that I really can directly help you with, please never hesitate to ask. I have a place even in Germany. If you want, you could come. Really, I'm saying that right away. At the moment, at least till the end of April, because afterwards I am going to move from my current flat. I'm not just saying it, I really mean that. So well, I'm just thinking that it is so unbelievable that this is really happening in a way, right? Okay, so I would like to try to maybe put in more information at the moment. I'm using the source which I sent you. It's an Telegram news site with 500,000 members, subscribers, and it's more Ukrainian though they're also writing in Russian, so they are trying maybe to that is something that we really have to evaluate, right? The information sources we are using. But usually it should not change the information about if there is really bombings going on or not. Okay, there are some French Legion going into Ukraine. Interesting. Okay, for example, I have to be careful. I'm not sure if everything is so easy to show. Dnipro. For example, here. But the thing is, there are some informations which are not very precise. So there's, for example, a news about the car which was shot because someone was driving in the hours of martial hours, or how are they called? I think White House has written how was it in English? If they are not allowed to go out. How are those times called? I can't remember in English. Macial rod? Macial rods? So. So because then we don't know, for example, in this case, it was in use from today morning, right? No, February 28th. Oh, this is from the 28th still. I'm not very up to date there, but I'm just trying to understand how it is to use it. Should be 36, I think 38. Oh wait, why is it now a point? Oh, that is, I'm on the wrong layer. So I have to be on this layer first. Oh, whoop. I have to be on this layer first. I mean, we have the two possibilities: to make a point somewhere or make a line or like a polygon. If we're saying, for example, 2022 or 302, it was at 5 local time. And we can use something like copy post link. That is the link to the message. Well, that is now when I always asking. I mean, it is in the past. I think it's not a very useful information if it is not updated. This, is it safe or not at the moment? This part about the safe or not. So wait, I think I have to write it this way, right? Because it's American writing style. 38, and then about the pictures. There's usually sometimes the possibility to put that right like this. Yeah, there it is. Okay. But the picture does not show up. Right one. Error code while adding the image. Okay. An error occurred. I don't want to upload the pictures because then we can get a better feeling for how it is really possible to use it. All right, let's try to do that. Let's try to do that. Okay, the picture is. But in this case, it would be not very precise. That is one problem. Crisis. Are there something? Gun. The information is about a shooting, as I said, that there was car driving, and there was, because it was on the martial time, so the time when it's not allowed to go out, there was a shooting. About the coloring, I don't know yet how to use it. And it's not easy to do that thing, I have to say. I have to say. One thing that I realized, that it is possible to search for specific things. Like if you would say it should be just information from today, for example, we could really point it to, right? Oh wait, why did I say that it is the 2nd, by the way? It was from the 28th. That was my mistake. March. And there's the mistake as well. It should be February. So wait, 28th February. No, other way around, right? This way? Are they writing this way? The English, the American? 5:38. Okay, this would be right. This would be right. Okay. So I'm realizing right now that it would be maybe not bad if we could see that, right? Is there maybe an online version of if I could simply show it at least? Oh wait, I can show it like that. I can. I can show it like... Wait a second, where should I show it? Maybe something like here. So this is an information which is actually not dangerous, which is good, but it is about people who are staying outside the buying places. На Подоле. Люди уже начинают. People are gathering at this place. I'm not sure what they mean, Na Podole. Is it the place? It's called Na Podole? That's definitely in Kiev. Oh yes, there is a Podole in Kiev. And actually, if we take a look on the signs, we can even see where it is. In Celodobovo. In Celodobovo. Man, I wish my Russian and Ukrainian would be better actually, because I'm not very used to writing very much in Russian as well. Wait, I think I could not even write that, right? Because it is if I write it in Russian. Wait. It's oh no, it's, or is it sh? Is shilo though? Okay, maybe there's a train moving by. Sorry for that. Okay, I don't know how to write it. I can't read it perfectly. Shlodobovo or something. Nope. I don't know. But there's somewhere 24 Gudini. Godini? No? Okay. Anyway, say it's somewhere like here. And that is an information from 22 February 2028 at 7:43. Is it now my time or is it local time? Description save yes. Let's try to do it. Oh, again, wrong. Second, 28, 22. Something like that. Just in case, not showing what Google is showing me, because I don't know what is popping up there. All right. You can even save more pictures, right? And show them there. Upload pictures. Oh, but just one by one. Yeah, just one by one. Oh no, wait a second. I not. All right, so it's uploading. So there are even now 2 pictures, for example. But this is just news. This is just a news. It doesn't have any information about danger in a way. So maybe we should add something like just news or something. News. Because this would have the advantage that we can search for that. This would have this advantage that we can search for them. That's what I'm thinking about, if that is helpful to know that information or not. Let's try it out. Of course, it would be better if it is then not in English, but in Ukrainian. But just for now, we're just trying it out. Also explosion. Explosion. Probably. All right. So we can say explosions. Wait, one. And then we would see both of them on the map. Wait, what? Why is it just one explosion? Oh, but because there is just... Oh, wait a second. I should do that here. It's strange to do that. It feels strange to get that information, to think about that it is really going on at the moment there. Here is someone who was marking a place. Marker. With some markings. I don't know exactly what for, but... So if we are now searching for explosion, we can see all of them marked, highlighted with this Y circle. I mean, we also could have the opportunity to make different layers with explosions markers. Maybe that would be not so bad. Asya asks, may I help with something? I don't know. At the moment, I'm thinking actually, but thank you that you're asking. I'm thinking and trying by myself to understand how helpful it would be to have that information. And if we do have that information, how should it be organized? What information do we need? And what do we don't need? In a way. So if you're typing in news, we just find the one which we call news. Interestingly, we could actually even write the whole text here in the description. Is that something that would be useful, or would it be better if it is just a link? Oh, anyway, I just realizing that one problem of that map is, I think... Oh, I can't write there. Wait, and if I'm putting that away, then I'm writing this, and then... Is that working then? Because I think those links are not working on mobile. That's something I have realized. But what I'm feeling right away, that it would be very, very good if we have some information like that. It would be necessary to know what is the area of effect of this news, maybe in a way. Because if we now know, for example, like Kiev has sometimes information, go to the bunkers because bombings are starting, then it would be very, very good if you would have something like an area of effect, right? And in this area of effect, all the people who are inside that would get an information, right? would get a notification on their mobile phones. And also people who just simply want to know something, like are subscribed to the information about this part. I think that would be not so bad. Asya, you are sending us light to the earth, to us all. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you that you're here with us. As anyone who's maybe still with us. I mean, the individual layers have the advantage that you can turn them off and on. Then it is simpler to see something. You have to think about the possibility that there are going to be maybe a lot of different information. And if you just can click out one, especially that is also very important, right? What I'm realizing. I mean, we have now, for example, information from the 26th of February that is not very important anymore, in a way. Do you know what I mean? It's actually not very new. So maybe it would be useful and reasonable to do something like news of the day. So we have a layer which is showing us just the things which are happening today. Is it possible to copy markers to another layer? It's not possible to copy it. So why I think it is maybe helpful to make different layers of different times. Yeah, because it is absolutely not interesting maybe anymore what was happening here on the 26th of February. But you just want to know what is happening, what happened maybe today, especially if you are thinking about how dangerous it is at the moment. Then you don't want to know anything about the February, already what was happening 6 days ago. Alright, friends. But anyway, the most scurril thing about all is that I have to go now. Because I still have to work as well, right? That is the so very, very strange feeling that one has. Knowing that something is going on in the world which is very, very uneasy, right? And you're just doing your usual work, usual day-to-day life in a way. Alright. I think it is at least helpful that I'm doing that for myself, to understand how we can improve something and how we can do something that is maybe going to be helpful. Maybe. I'm not sure how very helpful it's going to be, but I will try. I want to try it. It is at least something that I can do right now in a way. I mean, there are many things that one can do, but it is all a question about how reasonable it is and how possible it is and how much I want to risk. Isa writes, is there something that I have that should be tested? Yeah, I think if you can try to go to the map one more time, I'm going to send you the link. If you can try to go to the map and try if you can use the links on mobile, because I think they are not working on mobile. You can see the name of the link, but you can't copy it and you can't follow it. Is that true? That would be great if you can test that, because then it would be not very helpful. Most of the people are probably, if they are going to use that at all, especially even at this beta phase, or not even beta, it's just an alpha, like place of thinking for me at the moment. But who knows, maybe even that is going to be already kind of useful. Oh, Isa writes there's a very, very big delay, about 3 or 5 minutes. Really? That is very long. And now she writes, I understand. Oh, Isa understands now. She was a little bit... On YouTube, you have the opportunity to go back in time, yes. So you were a little bit in the past. So there was a pause and your stream was not updating. Okay, I understand. All right. Yeah, I think that would be a thing of doing different layers, which are depending on time. For this map of danger, at least. For the map of danger, at least. Let's try. I want to try it out maybe more. What are the dates? Most of the dates are from the 1st. Though I think it is not from the 1st, actually. Maybe I was wrong about that. Let me take a look. Is it from the 1st? Of March? Oh, it is from the 1st of March, really? Okay. So I went back in time by myself as well. All right, friends, but I think for now, for today, I'm going off here. That's a good question, Asya. How long is going to be the stream? Now I'm going. I think it's enough for today. Unfortunately, I have to go to work. Yeah. So we will see. I'm going to think about that more as well. And I'm going to be online tomorrow as well. About the same time. And anyway, I thank you all who have been here with us. Runa, I don't know if you're still with us, but thank you very much also for the raid, for all the people who were joining in. And thank you to all of you who are just trying to help the people who need help at the moment. So, anyway, tell me if there is something that I can help with as well, then I will try to do my best. And to everyone, then, good wishes and have a nice day. Bye, friends.